All right, let's get to discuss how I got into this trade. How did I spot this trade, and how did I get to ride it? Okay, this should be around the third, or this should be around the third or second trade that we are taking this week. As a matter of fact, when I told one of my partners that eyeing this asset V50, and that is going to give us a sweet buy to recover all our losses for this week and the last. Him and I, we were a bit skeptical. He was, you know, giving me reasons why it might not play out and all that. I was just optimistic. I was just seeing bullish run, bullish run, bullish run. All right, so without further ado, let's get into how I got to take this trade. Why did I take this trade? First and foremost, I saw how that. Okay, let me remove these guys. I saw how that on the 4-hour time frame. This is the 4-hour time frame. I saw we had. Where's my cursor now? Give me a minute. Let me get my cursor. All right, I saw that we've had this run. Okay, a little correction up there, and then continues the downward movement. And if you look at this area very well, you will see that we have lots of imbalances, okay, around that area. Lots of imbalances resting around that area. So when we got here, you see how price made a little correction, indicating the continuation of the downtrend, and we continued all the way down, then retraced again, another correction. We continued down. Mind you, we've been taking out the lows. See how we've been taking out the lows. Took out the low here, took out the low here. Then price came back here, went back up. Now, instead of price to stop somewhere here and take out the low again, it couldn't do that. Instead, it went up to take out this previous high. I hope you see what I'm doing. It went up and took out this previous high. As soon as that happened, I know that, okay, this is a 4-hour time frame. I know that, all right, this is a shift, what some people call change of character. This is a shift in market structure. Okay, this is a shift in market structure, and I simply just aligned with that shift. Look at this. This is the shift. So price has now broken structure. And what are we expecting? Once price breaks structure, we're expecting a correction and a move in the new direction price has indicated that it wants to go in. All right. So what then did I do? As soon as that happened, I zoom in. This wasn't even where I entered the trade from. Anyway, I'll show you where I entered the trade from. But just follow the narrative so that you can be able to replicate this in your own system. So see what price did. Like I was saying, came here, gave us this. All right. Came down, took out this previous high, failed to come and take out this low, this previous low, failed to come and take it. So we have a failed structure there, failed swing low there. All right, failed swing low there. So if you like, you can just, okay, let me just leave a marker there to serve the purpose of the failed swing low. Okay. All right, and then we have a break here. Good. All right, we have a break here. So the next thing I looked out for was to catch the trade in the bullish trend. Since the sell trend has shown us sign of weakness, and then there has been a shift. The next thing was to catch the bullish trend. Okay, was to catch the bullish trend. If you observe again, you will see that right here we have this. Right here is a mitigation block. We have a mitigation block right here. All right, and well, let me not confuse you with that. Let me just flow with what I want to show you. So the price began to move bullish from there. It began to move bullish. I was just monitoring it. I kept on monitoring it, kept on watching, looking out for it. When we came here, here is another break of structure. Another break of structure right here. Okay. Boom. Consider this another break of structure as well. Are you seeing this, guys? So it just keeps breaking structure. Then finally we got here another break of structure. All right, so you could as well mark out all the potential POIs as is breaking structure. All right, mark out all the potential POIs as price is breaking structure right here too. Okay, let me so that this doesn't get confusing, let me shrink this a bit. Okay, let it just overlap like that. All right, so then finally this was the most recent break of structure that we have, that we saw, that we are currently working with. This was the most recent break of structure that I worked with. All right, so as soon as I saw this break of structure, I equally marked out, because all this area here, you can see that price never returns to the POIs except for this area. Okay, so I marked out the latest break of structure right here, and when I zoomed into the D1 rather, on the D1, see what we have right here. On the D1, see what we have right here. This another break of structure on the D1 with this red candle as our POI. Are you seeing that? This very red candle as our POI on the D1. That red candle right there. Yes, that red candle as our POI on the D1, which coincides with the H4. Okay, which coincides with the H4. So I just came to H4. This is the this here is the H1 D1 POI. I'll delete that. I just came to the H4 and zeroed in on the H4 POI since it's already inside the D1 POI. So I just refined it to give me only the H4 POI. All right, and look at what price did. As soon as price got here, see how price tapped into the H4 POI right here. As soon as price tapped into this, of course, I was after the break of structure, I was watching the retracement. Okay, it was giving me a nice retracement as though it's coming down, as though it's a sell trade or sell trend, breaking structure to the downside. All right, I was just monitoring it. As soon as price came right here, the next thing I did was to zero into my M15. Zero in to my M15, and in M15, what do you have now? This right here is your H4 POI. H4 POI. Okay, that's this gray area you're seeing here. This smaller area you're seeing here is the M15 POI. So what did I do? As price tapped into the H4 POI on the M15, I said cool. The next thing to do was to wait for a break of structure on the M15. As soon as price broke structure on the M15, I drew out my M15 POI and waited for price to return there. As soon as price returned there, here on this first leg was the first entry. Are you seeing that? Was the first entry. As soon as price got there, this was the first entry right here. This green candle was the first entry. Stop loss was way just a bit below the box there. Let me make it neater. Yes, stop loss was there, and then I waited, moved into profit a bit, came right back to origin but couldn't take out this low, and then I knew that okay, we are set to move up. The next thing I saw was a sweet bullish candle confirming my buy trade. So I just waited a bit for the bullish candle, for a retracement after the bullish candle, and then entered at this point. I entered at this point. This was another entry. I re-entered some positions here. Okay, I re-entered some positions there, and then finally as price moved away from this point, price began to retrace again. As soon as price began to retrace, I zoomed into my H1 and pulled out my FIB tool. Since we're in a bullish trend, I checked out for the discount and premium area. I want to buy from the discount, so I waited for price after the pull, the trend run. I waited for price to pull back into the discount area. The discount area is anywhere from 50%. All right, this region is discount area. I usually work with the 61.8%. That's what TMC works with. That's what all my guys work with. That's what I tell them to work with. That's what my partners and I work with. All right, so 61.8%. Waited for price to get there. As soon as price got there, the next thing I did was to zero into the M5 to check for candle confirmation entry, which I got here, this bullish candle. All right, you see this bullish candle? This is the Marabuzo candle. This was what confirmed my entry. So as soon as that candle printed, I just waited for a little retracement, and boom, I entered from here, and that was it. And that was how we were able to catch. This trade right here that you are seeing right here. Okay, and the expected TP is this green level right here. I hope this helps you. You can follow the system. All right, you can follow the system, plan it, wait for it, execute it, and then you'll be good, you'll be fine. The only issue we usually have here is patience. If you're not patient enough to wait for it, you won't get it. All right, but if you're patient enough to wait for it, surely you are going to get it. All right, so I hope this helps you and give you value. Make sure you like this video, share it as well, so that more people can see it and help themselves in their trading journey. And if you have not subscribed before, subscribe for more videos, so that when I upload newer videos, you'll be notified immediately. Once again, keep winning. I am Imonika. Ciao for now. I almost forgot to show you where the profit level where we are at currently. Let me show you that. Where is my... All right, so this is where we are at, 264. We'll see how it goes. Took a trade here which has not turned into profit yet. Let's see it. Okay, so we are waiting. While we are waiting for that, we'll keep enjoying our profit right here, 261. All right, that'll be all for now. Ciao.